try running a search on the terms accent reduction or reduce your accent or erase your accent on YouTube or in an app store, and you're going to find a lot of different hits. I did this and I found videos on YouTube that had tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even more than 1 million views. And this is an issue because this doesn't exist. This is a lie. And that's what this video is about, because accent reduction is a myth. So first of all, we need to talk about accent. Everyone has an accent. Let me say that again. Everyone has an accent. Okay, let me say that one more time. Everyone has an accent. And sometimes I hear people say, I lost my accent. And the first thing I want to say is, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Do you need help finding it? But seriously, we all have an accent. I have an accent. When I speak English, I have an accent. My accent is an American accent. It's known as a Midwestern accent. I grew up in Illinois. My parents are from Illinois, and so I use features that are from the speakers of English that are around me from when I was growing up. Then when I was learning Spanish, I learned the features of Spanish from people who were around me in Illinois. And then I went to Barcelona and I started learning some features there. And when I was a student there, I didn't lose my accent. I started learning new features. And my accent changed. And so this is an important distinction. So this isn't accent reduction, this is accent modification. And that's what I want to get into next. So what's wrong with saying accent reduction or reduce your accent or erase your accent? Well, I want to approach this from two different angles. So first of all, let's think about this conceptually. When we are learning a new language, we're not learning a pure accent and then on top of that, another accent that we then have to reduce or erase. That conceptually just doesn't make sense. So first of all, just logically, this doesn't make sense. Secondly, it's just a negative approach to pronunciation. We're treating learners from a negative perspective. We have to reduce something negative that you're bringing to the classroom or to a tutoring situation. That's just not a good way. And over the years, I've challenged different people. So people who brand themselves as an accent reduction specialist, I'll have conversations with them, and I often get this as an excuse. Well, this is what people want, or this is what the market wants. And I'm not buying it. And here's my response. It's time to rebrand yourself. So what are some better ways that we can talk about accent? So I went through and looked at some of the articles that I have in my database, and in the 1990s, Ali Jalin, and that's Kjellin, Jalin, wrote about accent addition. So that was one term that I liked that I've seen come up a lot in the literature. And then looking at the fields of nursing and speech-language pathology, I found some materials on accent modification. So that's another term that I saw. Personally, I like the concept of accent acquisition. So just like we talk about language acquisition, we can acquire a language. We can also acquire an accent. We can acquire a new accent. But in all honesty, when it comes down to doing pronunciation training, doing pronunciation work, there really should be more of a focus on intelligibility and comprehensibility. And basically this comes down to, can people understand you and how much effort goes into them being able to understand you? And then accent really is not as important because all of us have an accent, again, as I said before, and that's part of our identity. And I think what's most important about this is that we not be using language that treats accent from a negative perspective. So we need to be careful when we use phrases or when we say things like, he has a bad accent, or she has a strong accent, or he has a thick accent. Or even when we say that she has no accent. Because when we say that, what we're saying is that this person is a good speaker and they don't need any work, and this other person we need to fix. And that really is problematic. And it sets up this really false narrative. So what we really need to do is reduce and erase these harmful phrases that we've been using to talk about pronunciation. For more information on ordering a copy of Practical Pronunciation, Pronunciation Strategies and Practice, please visit the University of Michigan Press website. The link is also included in the video description. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for updates on new content related to practical pronunciation, pronunciation strategies and practice, and English pronunciation teaching more broadly. Please share this video with other English teachers. I'd appreciate your engagement. Like the video and leave a comment or question. Thanks so much.